Good morning, Blues. Welcome back to your latest Chelsea transfer news. Chelsea are in contact with Jhon Duran again. Talks for Tel continues along with Alejandro Garnacho, and we're gonna be touching on all this stuff. We're gonna be touching on the incoming, the ongoing. So, guys, if it's your first time on the channel, do me a huge, massive favor and subscribe to the channel. And let's talk about it, man. And we're gonna be talking about João Felix as well, because it has been coming out that João Felix could be sold this window, man. And for me, it's frustrated. I don't understand this, but let's get into it, man. I don't want to waste your time. Who's Jhon Duran, man? This is the player we were linked to in summer, and people, they said Chelsea did not continue with the move is because of his behavior, his attitude. And I said he's a young man. He was 20 years old then. But I said, man, Jhon Duran, if you see him, his conversion rate this season, he's been so good, man. 7 goals in only 700 minutes. 7 goals. He's only 2 goals behind Nicolas Jackson, man. And one thing I said about this window, we need to sell someone to buy someone. And the only person it looks like he's going to be going is Cesar Casadei. If we can move on a bigger name like Chris Nkunku so we can get the money for the new striker. For me, I don't see the striker happening this window, but I still have come here and report the news. Maybe we should make a recall for Andre Santos from Strasbourg because we need a midfielder. You guys know Enzo Fernandez is going to be out for the next couple of weeks, and we all know also Romeo Lavia can't stay fit. But let's start with Simon Phillips, man. The Chelsea have made another contact for Jhon Duran. Also, you guys know Jhon Duran was the target for Chelsea quite earlier in the summer, but the talks did not go well. We were very, very serious, man. And even very, very early, we were talking about him before even the summer. And this is someone Chelsea have looked at for a very, very long time. Jhon Duran has massively went up in the value, the reputation over the past 5 months, because he has went from a promising rotation for Aston Villa to a guy now who's been benching some games for Oli Watkins, and he's been playing in the Champions League, man. He's a crucial in the final third, man. When it comes to in the big games, he scored these big goals. As you even look about, he's like he has 7 Premier League goals, only 2 goals behind Nicolas Jackson, only 700 minutes, 19 matches played, only 4 started. If you see the ability to score these goals, he's very dominant on his side, man. For me, Jhon Duran, I think if we have a chance, let's go and sign him. You look at his physique, he's physical, he's strong, kinda different to Nicolas Jackson. He's totally different. He's strong, he's fast. He totally backed himself, man. Even when we beat Aston Villa at Stamford Bridge, you saw him. He was still want to cause us trouble, man. You saw that game, man, when we beat them 3-0 at home. And I was so surprised, man. Most of the players, when they come from the bench, they don't want to do nothing, man. But he still had a miss. And Jhon Duran is a quite of the player that people don't like, especially when it comes to, because he's cocky, he backs himself, and some people don't like that. And I said, for me, when they come out and they said that he has the attitude, but let's forget about that, man. Matt Lowe has reported that it's kind of very hard to see Jhon Duran leave in January. Why would they? Why would they want to leave him in the summer? Why would they want to leave their best player? And that would only weaken their options. Undeniable, man. And Chelsea have waited enough this month. The areas we need to improve for me is a striker, man. If you guys think about it, if we have a striker in the summer, if we got him in the summer, or Seaman or Jhon Duran, we could be doing better right now, man. Chelsea need a center forward. I think for me, I would give it at least 95%, as we're not gonna get any center forward this January, because it doesn't seem like the January transfer window is almost done. I'm very, very frustrated, man. I've been coming here saying we need a center forward, and some people, they've been saying we don't need a center forward, and I don't get it, man. They say, oh, leave Nicolas Jackson to develop. He's gonna handle Nicolas Jackson's development. What are you talking about, man? We are a bigger club. I don't understand when people say you cannot buy another good striker just because they want the other one to develop. That's not how it works. We used to have at least two good strikers here, man, who can start for any other team in the world. And but these days it's kind of like, but the risk we can take if you don't get the Champions League football, and that will hurt us, man. That will look as a failure, man. For me, that's what I think, in my humble opinion. It looks like Duran is not gonna be a possibility in January. It's gonna be the possibility in summer. Something can still happen this month, as Matt Lowe has talking about, and Alejandro Garnacho, and the Chelsea are looking at him with three attackers. One thing was reported today that Chelsea did not invite Alejandro Garnacho's agent to the club. He came by himself, and so I don't get why are we trying to sign this guy, because I've seen news are still pushing out, and Manchester United are asking for 65 million, and it seems like, for me, the most likely, it seems like he's going to Napoli, and I think even the Serie A suits for him, man. I don't think the Premier League suits for him. If we buy this player, it's gonna be another trouble just adding on to team. I don't get the interest in Alejandro Garnacho because he doesn't suit for our team, man. We already have enough young players to develop, man. We are having Esther William coming. The only one for me was making sense for me in those three attackers. For me was Mathys Tel. Out of Alejandro Garnacho and Jamie Gittens and him, I think for me Tel would be the right option for us. And some people, they may not understand this, man. When I came here and I said a couple weeks ago, and I said this player is not good enough, some people got some reaction and they said, oh, you hate him because he's this and this. And I said, no, man. Alejandro Garnacho is not a starter. He cannot be even a bench player for us. We need someone better. And even if you see the price they're putting on him, 65 million, that's a lot, man. Even Marcus Rashford, for me, I will take him instead of Alejandro Garnacho. I think he can play in the middle, like in the center forward. And for me, the end product, he has built his name bigger than what Alejandro Garnacho has done. That's what I think. I don't think it suits for him to come to Chelsea. It suits him to go to Napoli. Alejandro Garnacho. For me, I don't want to come here and be a reactionary, yell, oh, why we're doing this. I'm going to come here, guys, and give you the news because I don't see the point of doing that because I'm not reporting the news. But, yeah, it looks like now Napoli, now they are going now for Adeyemi from Borussia Dortmund. And I think that's like the tactics they're taking so they can force the hands of Manchester United so to give them the player. So, for me, this season, if you see how many goals has he scored in the league, that's the question. How many chance creation has he did? We need that in the final third, and that's what we have. Cole Palmer who can create all the chances. We just need someone who can finish the chances. For me, example, if we want to get a center forward who's not a striker but who can still fill in that space, I think we should go on and get Matheus Cunha from Wolverhampton. And this guy is a good player, man. He's linked with Arsenal right now. Everybody's talking about him, and I think for me, he'll be a perfect for us. Can you think about the front, those front three of him and Jadon Sancho and Pedro Neto and Cole Palmer behind? That would be crazy, man. Another crazy news has been reported that the Chelsea still interested in Mathys Tel, man. I said this guy, man. I said Mathys Tel will be a good option for us at Chelsea, man. Because for me, I don't see what's the point of doing all this if you can go and sign good players, man. And Mathys Tel, I tell people, this guy will fit for us. He's a young star, and he can finish his chances. The way his goal ratio is better than most of the guys of his age, and I think if Christopher Nkunku can go to Bayern Munich, but I don't really think Bayern Munich needs him because in the position where he plays, there's at least Jamie Musiala, and I don't think anyone in the world at the moment can bench Jamie Musiala in that number 10. Him and Cole Palmer, I think for me, are the best number 10s right now, and I think they are on their peak to do that, man. Jamie Musiala, I like his style, man. For me, So maybe Nkunku can play some games because they have like the Champions League, and he cannot play all the all the minutes. But I have to rest him. But Matthias Tel, we know for the couple weeks we've been still linked to him, and you guys know Chris Van Nkunku already agrees the terms with Bayern Munich. So if he decides to go to there, it will be perfect for me. I think for me we need to sell someone to buy someone this January. So I think Chris Van Nkunku for me he will be the player we have to move on. And I've been saying this, guys. We need to go and buy a striker. Who is a striker I want this January? I said I want Liam Delap. I want Victor Osimhen, because this is the guy I thought we have to get. I thought for me Victor Osimhen in January, when we don't get him in summertime, it was crazy, because why didn't we just pay that 200k a week? He is a guy who deserves to get that money, man. And I don't think people understand that. But maybe if Maresca start giving McGeough a chance to start playing as a center forward for us, so and even this one, man, bothered me the last game, man. This one bothered me, because I don't know why Nico Jackson played all the minutes again when you know he was so bad. He was supposed to come off at least the 60th minute, man. Nico Jackson for me has been so poor especially since he got subbed at Spurs, since he was come on crying like a kid. Since then, this guy has not been the same guy, man. I don't know what kind of juju they've been using on him, but for me, I think we need to go and get, for me, Cunha, who can play better in that center forward than Chris Van Nkunku, and he can play as forward better than Chris Van Nkunku as well. So guys, let me know in the comment down below, what are your thoughts on everything about today? But for me, I'm gonna stop here, and I'll see you guys in the next one, and take care of yourself, and God bless you.